Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Third and 5. Out of the gun, here's May. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down, Patriots.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. We'll go right back to Stevenson. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there, and a first down.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp. A gain of 7, and the Patriot first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Henry in motion. I'll give up the middle to Stevenson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New England.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. First and 10 now from the 36. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
First and 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
7-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go play action here with Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be third down. Allen going to give this to Davis. Oh, big hole left side. And he's into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Fake, it's May. He's going to try it here again. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. For the second quarter, Patriots with the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. operating from the shotgun. It's May. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
In the middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Patriots first down.
And a Patriot first down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's May again. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Now a 3rd and 2. And in motion, it's Diggs. Here's Gibson.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Back deep for Buffalo is Brandon Codrington. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Third down and 3. From the gun, here is Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive, and then a punt the last time they had it. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is May. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Ramondre Stevenson was the intended target that time. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First down, Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He'll swing this one out to Cook, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throw once more. Here's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw now, May. He'll step up and run. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Throwing is May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Palmer. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 41, here's second and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Third and 11. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will open up a 13-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Stevenson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Matt Milano. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 14 on the pickup. First down, New England.
First down, Patriots.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Second and inches. A run here with Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Ed Oliver made the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third and a yard. On third and a yard, here's May. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so
it is brought in the end zone. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13. Patriots 7.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Cook. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Tight end motioning left. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Ooh. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
12 yards.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it in. Made the right read on the zone read. And tacking on 2 points.
Just as the play is designed, you stick that ball in the belly of your running back. What does the defensive end do? Well, in this case, he crashes down to take the giveaway. It's a pull read all the way, and quarterback keeps it himself.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Ball in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if he could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and Him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up now for second down. Throw again is made. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, New England.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Pats draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Patriots 14.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick.
Onside kick recovered by the Bills.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Down to an 8, and that should do it. So it's a win here for the Bills. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team.